Hi, Lacey. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. I know it's our first time working together, but I'm Taylor, and I'm glad that you're here with me today. And truthfully, I know sometimes these first sessions can be a little clunky, be a little awkward. We don't know each other. And the way that I imagine this first session going is I'd love to just get to know a little bit more about you, better understand what brings you in, and um, yeah, get a sense of how you're arriving today and get a sense of just a little bit more about your family background, your medical history, just some of the things that are more of the basics that will really help give me a strong foundation for us to be able to work together. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit more structured than our typical sessions would be if we continue to work together. But I just want to get a sense of how that initially sounds for you.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Is there any questions that you have before we get started or any needs you want to name?
Um, just that like I've never been to therapy before, but my sister has, and like I don't know. I know it like helped her, but I just yeah, I just have never been, so I appreciate you saying that it like may be clunky because it just feels like I don't really know what to say.
Yeah. Does it feel like there needs to does it feel like that you like need to bring something or does it feel like there's some kind of like pressure?
Mm, No, I think just like I'm just not super familiar with like how it even like works. And like
Oh,
yeah, that it like helps my sister, but like I don't know how. And so yeah.
okay. I hear that. It's new. Not for me. I mean, it would be kind of crazy if I was hearing it was new for me, but yeah, I hear you. It's your first time coming to therapy. That was actually going to be one of my initial questions for you is have you been here before? And I guess what I can share from a general sense before we get started is um this space is for you. In our everyday, typical day-to-day life, there's not always the opportunity to openly speak and to share and to kind of have the opportunity to put everything out on the table. And so this gets to be that time for you where um, I'll be talking a little bit more today than I typically would in future sessions. But that's because there's some more specific questions that I have to really feel like I have a basis of information for us to get started. But in future sessions, it'll be a little less of me asking pointed questions and freedom for you to bring what you want to work with, what is feeling present for you. And there will be different options of if you would prefer me asking certain questions or if you like doing exercises or homeworks or role plays. Like there's a lot of different ways that this can look. And so I'm just wanting to give you like a general sense of what therapy could look like. But for today, just so that you have an idea, it'll be a little bit more of question and sharing to if that helps create a little bit of settling at all.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Okay, cool. Um, well, I would love to just start with what is there something, I mean, you're here. So is there something that particularly brought you in or allowed you to consider therapy today?
Yeah, I think I am just like really unhappy, and I think I've just like been unhappy for a really long time, and I'm just
Mhm.
now, I don't know, I guess like I'm just wondering what it's like to not feel like this. And so I thought I would just like try this.
Hmm. I'm sorry to hear that that's how things have been, not only now, but it sounds like it's been a minute that it's been like this. And
Mhm.
I'm hearing that you're willing to do something different or you're interested in a different possibility.
Yeah.
Mm. So when you say a long time, I'd love to get a sense of this sense of unhappiness. Do you know when it first started or how long you've been feeling like this?
Probably like I don't know, like the last like 10 years. But
Mm.
like I go in and out, but it really just started by like me needing to care for my younger sister and just
Mm.
like I had to leave college and really just haven't been like living life for me.
Mm.
So I don't really know what that looks like. And I guess like maybe this is like a step that looks like that, but it just feels really unknown. And um, I just like don't have a lot of energy and um, yeah, just maybe I haven't always, felt like this, but I'm just like kind of getting sick of it.
Mm. Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, totally.
Mm. So what I'm hearing you say is there's like a pervasive sense of tiredness,
Hmm.
unhappiness. I heard you say not living for you, if
Hmm.
I'm recalling correctly, and please always feel free to correct me if I get it wrong. Um, and you named that 10 years ago.
Hmm.
And that from a timeline perspective, and that you've been caring for your sister.
Hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Are you still, is your sister still in your life? Was it 10 years ago that you started caring for her? Can you just share a
Hmm.
little bit more about that?
Yeah. My sister is like an adult now, but she's not really in my life. Kind of, I like want to be, but she just, yeah, we kind of like go in and out of contact. But I, yeah, cared for her when she was in like middle school. And so, yeah, I think like that I like, helped her get to college and whatever. And like, I feel like since, she grew up, it's like now she doesn't really need me, but now I don't really know what to do. And I was like basically her
Mm.
mom, basically, because our mom just had a bunch of health issues and she died suddenly. So,
Mm.
yeah, I've just kind of been like the caretaker for sure. And um yeah, dad is absent as well. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Sounds like a lot of maybe a lot of responsibility has fallen to you for quite a while.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be tiring.
Yeah, totally. And just like heavy.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that you lost your mom suddenly.
Mm.
Um, do you remember how old you were when that happened?
Yeah, I was like 18.
You were 18.
Mm.
Were you living at home or were you at college already?
Yeah, I was at college and then I ended up like coming home
Okay.
like after like my maybe first, I think first semester, like after my first semester.
Okay. And so you have been taking you when you left your freshman year of college, you came back home
Mhm.
and started caring for your sister. I know you said your dad's he is or isn't in the picture? Was he at home?
No, yeah, not in the picture.
Not in the picture.
Mm-mm.
Can you say a little bit more?
Yeah, I feel like I don't really even know where he is. He was like in our life for maybe like the first couple years of my life, and then he like got a new family, and like I think he lives like in like Texas or something
Okay.
random.
Okay. So when you came back home, and again, I want to, I'm asking a lot of questions and I just want to name, um, we're starting to go into some pretty personal material. And so if at any time it feels like too much, you would like a pause, there's something else that you would prefer to talk about, I just want to let you know, please, we can do that at any time and continue to take care of yourself. I've noticed you touching your arms and, adjusting your seat. And I want you to continue to know that I hope that you can take care of yourself during this session and we can pause at any time.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, your sister, when you moved back your freshman year to come take care of her, where were you guys living?
We were living like with my mom. Well, I was living with my mom. Oh, my sister.
Yeah.
I like moved back home where my mom and sister were living.
Okay.
And then like dealt with like, yeah, all the funeral stuff and
Hmm.
yeah, like just started working a lot of jobs and just like pretty much took over like the household, I guess.
Okay. Hmm. And is that where you're living now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But your sister's not there, just you there now?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. My sister lives like um where is it? Like East Coast, but um I think it's like Cape Cod or something. Some like yeah, like a little town.
Okay. Yeah. You guys aren't in contact right now?
No, not right now, but we were like last month and then yeah, we probably will be again.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Um, so I want to go back a little bit. So a little bit of what brings you in here today is you were mentioning this sense of unhappiness, and I heard you say, you go in and out of it. When you go out of it, when it feels like it's other than unhappiness, what else is there?
Like it's like sometimes like fun. I like have some friends, but I don't like feel super connected to them because they're like from like growing up. So
Hmm.
I don't know, like sometimes it can be fun and then sometimes I just get really sick of it, or like sick of them. And it just like doesn't feel like we're like doing anything or like going anywhere.
Hmm.
Probably just because like I don't necessarily like want to stay in my like hometown.
Hmm.
So it's like sometimes it's fun, and then I like remember that like I don't want to be there. And then I don't know, like I like to run and I do
Nice.
that, but then sometimes I just like don't do it because I don't have energy and like, you know, but I would say like when I have more energy, I'm a runner.
Okay. Nice. Um, so what I'm hearing you say a little bit is like there's some friends here because the house that you are now living in, which was formerly your mother's, was this a house that you grew up in? Like is this the house that is in your hometown, or was this a new place?
Yeah, it's like we grew up in a different house, but then we moved to this house. So I've been there, like same town, but like moved one time and then like grew up. So I was probably like, I don't know, 10.
Okay.
So been there since I was like 10.
Okay. So the community that you have here, can you tell me a little bit about the people that are in your life? Is there any specific people that particularly are in your day on a regular basis? Like who are the players in your story? Who are the folks that would feel important to be known in this space?
Yeah, like I guess I have like a girlfriend who, will like drink wine together.
Mm,
And like I have this guy that like I have like a lot of history with, but like I don't know. I don't know if I like really like him.
okay.
I think I just like go back to him because it's like familiar. But and then there's like yeah, a bigger group, but like I don't really like groups. I just like feel like really awkward in groups. And
Mm.
so I'm kind of like a loner, honestly.
Has it always been like that?
Mm,
Or this
kinda because like I
experience?
didn't really have time to like do things. Like obviously when I was in college, like I just like partied a lot and was like had friends, but it was like so short. So
Mm.
yeah, and like I don't necessarily want to just like party to have friends, but that's like just kind of what people do. So,
Hmm.
um,
The community that you have here, does it seem like partying is the common thread of like how people tend to come together
yeah,
still?
kind of, yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like, yeah, if I'm in the mood, if I have energy, I'll go. But then if I'm not, like, then I just like won't see people and people don't really, yeah, like reach out or,
Hmm.
yeah.
Takes a lot of energy to be with that group of people.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm. Um, you had mentioned, I mean, a thread that I was noticing is for a long time, you have been the one to take care of a lot of people and to hold a lot of responsibility. And since your sister has left, and it's just you at home, do you feel like that feeling of there being a lot of responsibility and a lot being asked of you, do you feel like that's still here, or do you feel like that has changed at all?
Mm, yeah, like maybe it's still here sometimes, or like when like I don't hear from my sister, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, like what am I supposed to do?
Hmm.
Like I think, am I supposed to keep taking care of her or
Hmm.
not? And it seems like she doesn't want me to. So then I'm like, yeah, it's just like confusing of like what I'm supposed to do with my, even, I don't know, just like my mental space gets like taken up.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a really big transition to go from for what maybe I may have mixed up the timelines, but it's almost like 10 years or something like that. You've been the primary like homekeeper, parent, and also living your own life. That was many, many years of doing that.
Mm,
Also losing a parent, which we haven't gotten a chance yet to get into your relationship, but loss brings up a lot. And
mm,
so to go from that to a complete change, that sounds like a really big transition. And so to me, it makes a lot of sense that it would feel a little bit, I can understand why you would feel this confusion around what to do next. Like that sounds like a really understandable, rational experience.
mm. Yeah, I guess I just like feel crazy a lot of the time because it's like I didn't like it's not like my sister isn't my kid, but like it seems like she is. And like it's just,
Hmm.
that I know some people that like have had children and like I didn't do that. And
Hmm.
so it's like, yeah, like why would I be feeling this way if like I don't have kids? So like,
Yeah.
but it like seems like I do.
I mean, she's your family, and you
Yeah.
did maybe she's not your kid, but she's your sister, and there can be a lot there, and I think that I mean it's our first session together, so I think that that's something that we can dive a little bit more into as we continue to be in our sessions together. There's something that I had wanted to ask you that came to mind for me. Oh, you were talking a little bit about your sister, this confusion of not knowing what to do next. And you know, a big part of what we can do in this space, especially in the beginning part of our relationship, is decide, well, what do you desire? What is it that you do want? We know that that you don't prefer the unhappiness, and that there's this yearning for something different, something more. Um, and I'm curious, do you desire to like, is there an interest in doing something differently, of doing like entering into that what is next? Or yeah, I get curious around like that, if it's even, is it if it's something that you want right now? It's also okay if not.
Yeah, I think like when I'm in a good mood, like I really dream about like being a dancer, like a
What
performer,
kind of dancer?
like so like a like contemporary, like choreographed like shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have like a little background in dance, but not like a ton. And so yeah, I'm like, I don't even know if this like dream is possible, but that's like, and like I don't know if I even like have the energy because when I feel like just like more down, I just like, yeah, don't want to do that. So I don't know like
Mm.
what's, you know, if I like actually want to do that or what.
Okay. This energy theme, it comes up of kind of keeps you from doing the things that you want to be able to do, or even having the capacity to be curious about what might be next.
Mhm.
Dancing, I saw you light up when you brought that in.
Mhm.
Was that something that you used to do? Is there a dance studio in your area? Is it self-led? Tell me a little bit more about this performative side of you that is here with us.
Mhm. Yeah, there's definitely a dance studio, oh sorry, that
Okay.
I used to go to. And it's like funny, it's like weird. It's the same studio now, right? Because I'm like still in this town.
Hmm.
And I like could technically like go back into it, but it just also feels like, I'd have to like reconnect with people and like I
Mm.
don't know if I like want to connect with those specific people. Um, so yeah, but it feels like I was so young, and it was like before my mom and like before that this whole life that I've lived that it just feels like I don't know what that would look like going back.
Okay.
And but like it's something that I've just like always been interested in pretty much. It's like consistent.
Okay. Cool. Well, noted. Um, is there anybody in your life that I know you spoke a little bit about some friends that you have to have energy in order to go be with them. Sometimes in life, it's helpful to have community that we can just be ourselves with. And I'm curious, do you have anybody in your life right now, whether that is physically in person or at a distance, where do you mind if we actually move into, I have another office that's right next door that we can move over to a little bit quieter. Thank you for being flexible here. Um, in community. So it's nice to have some other people in your life where you can doesn't have to require a lot of energy. And I'm curious, are there people in your life right now, near or far, that you feel that you can be yourself with?
Um, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really let that many people in. Like I feel like I can be
Mm.
myself with my sister sometimes. Um, I like animals. Like I have a dog. She's great. Um,
What's her
I'm
name?
trying to think. Her name is Dahlia.
Dahlia, like
Mhm.
the flower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Does Dahlia live with you right now?
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that dogs also count as, those are companions.
Yeah, she's really stuck with me through a lot of shit.
Yeah. This is a dog friendly office, so if you ever like want to bring Dahlia with you, I love dogs and would welcome that.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it can be nice to sometimes uh have that support with us.
Yeah.
What you were saying, it sounds like it's a little bit more challenging to let people in. When you say let people in, what does that mean?
Mm, I don't know. I just feel like when I like ask for something, like I just don't really get it. And so,
Mm.
if I like am having a bad day and like want to like blow off some steam, um, like I don't know, I could like ask someone, but then they will say no, or just like they don't get it. And so I just would rather like kind of keep to myself.
Mm. It's almost like you feel like prepared to be let down.
Yeah, because it happens a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry that that's been the experience, and it makes sense that you wouldn't let people in if you, and again, more energy drained when you already don't
Yeah.
have energy.
Yeah.
So why would you put yourself through that? Makes sense. And there's we can talk about. I think it can be really helpful to have people that you can turn to support you. Community can be really helpful through this process. And so, um, in a little bit, we'll talk about your ultimate goals of therapy and what you'd like to get out of this. And if that ends up being something you do desire either now or in the future, it's something that we can talk about.
Okay.
There was something earlier that you had mentioned that I would love to circle back to. And so the you had mentioned that with some of these friends that you have here that you guys will drink together, and then in college it sounds like maybe there was partying was central to those relationships. What is your relationship with drinking right now?
Mm,
Drinking alcohol, I should say.
yeah. I definitely like drink. I don't know, I go through like waves and sometimes I'll drink like over the weekend or something. And other times I don't because I like don't think I really like it, like how it feels, but also I don't know, like sometimes I do like it. So yeah, sometimes I drink with people, sometimes I drink at home with Dahlia. Um,
How many
but I
drinks?
wouldn't say, yeah. Probably like a couple. Just kind of depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like going out at a bar, probably like more than if I was just at home.
Okay. Like more socially.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. You were saying that you don't really like how it feels. How does it typically make you feel?
Well, I'm like, I don't know. So like if I don't have energy and then I drink, it just like kind of adds to that.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it even is like a good idea or like, but then sometimes it just seems like the thing to do. So,
I'm smiling because I'm noticing that you're very aware. Like
mm,
you are aware um that when you drink, it makes you feel worse. And you know that that will perpetuate and continue to make you feel more of what you're trying to feel less of.
mm,
And earlier you were talking about these friends that are in your hometown and how you know that when you walk away from those hangouts, sometimes it leaves you with less energy.
mm,
I'm just noticing a couple different things throughout our time together. I'm noticing that you have a pretty strong awareness of oh, how things make you feel, what
mm.
helps, what hurts, and what makes you feel better. Do you notice that in yourself?
Um, Sometimes I think like it's easier though to just like not like care or like
Hmm.
I don't know. I think maybe it's like yeah, sometimes it helps to know and then sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to know anymore.
Don't want to
If that
know
makes sense.
what.
Like I just like don't want to know like how I feel. Like I want to just like turn it off, you
Hmm.
know.
What helps you turn it off?
Um, I like love TV. I mean, sometimes drinking like turns it off, but then like,
Mm.
it doesn't feel, but then it like always comes back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
When you get into these, when you get into these, what do I want to say? Like chunks of time or experiences where you want to turn it off. You don't want to know. And where it is a little bit more tempting to maybe watch TV, drink, whatever those things are for you, that help you manage that experience. Do you feel that you know other options or behaviors or activities or things that you can do, people you can be with that are an alternative option to the things that help you turn it off?
Yeah, I like love going to the ocean. So like
Okay.
that's a nice way. It just takes more effort because I have to drive and like plan. But yeah, I think like the ocean and yeah, maybe like trying to like call a friend even if like they suck, you know?
Yeah. Is there one person that sucks a little less than the others? I know it's a little silly question.
Yeah, sometimes Caroline like actually picks up and like, listens, but I have to like catch her at the right time.
Hmm. Do you feel that I'm listening to you?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. This definitely feels like very different than like majority of people that I interact with, like in a good way.
Yeah. What's feeling different about this?
Well, it just feels like you're like actually interested in what I'm saying and that I just like don't really feel like that a lot.
Yeah.
And even though there's like lots of questions, I just like not a lot of people ask me questions, so that also feels
Hmm.
kind of like good and weird.
It feels good to kind of receive these questions.
Yeah.
I mean, I am interested in you genuinely, right? Like, yes, you are here. I'm your there. But I am interested in you. Like, I really want to get to know you, and like, it's a great joy to be here with you. And so it's not just because I'm your therapist. I genuinely really am interested in you and really want to get to know you. And so I'm glad that this is feeling different. And if it ever feels different in a way that you don't like, also, I welcome that feedback and want that to be a part of this space. And so, on this theme of what's happening here, therapy, um, earlier you were saying that there's a desire to not feel unhappy, right? I would love to know, do you think you have a sense of what you would like to get out of our time together if we decide to move forward after this?
Yeah. Mm. I th- um I think just like maybe like understand myself more or like my unhappiness like because yeah, like I said earlier, like my sister like I don't know if she's happy, but she seems like she's okay and like that is good.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want to feel like that and so yeah, I don't like from point A to point B, like how does that happen? So like that's I think what I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Um and yeah.
Okay. Feeling happiness and getting to know yourself a little bit more.
Hmm.
Maybe getting some more energy along the way
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
I just noticed you say it a bunch, and again, you get to decide your goals, but just notice that maybe they could be related. We'll see.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that now you're getting a sense of what we're doing in this first session? We're just information collecting. I mean, you've lived many lives, and this is one small fraction of some of a couple of them. But is there anything that you're noticing that would feel good to share in this initial session that would help me get a sense of who you are, your background, any cultural considerations, medical, um, your medical background, if you have any kind of um, past experiences that I should be aware of. Yeah, I just want to kind of leave a little bit of space if because there might be some things that I might be missing.
Hmm. Mm, well, yeah, maybe I should mention that like I was on like an antidepressant, like
Do you know the name?
like Zoloft or something.
Okay.
Um yeah, I was on that for a while and then I like got off of it, but like I don't know if like I should have and yeah, so
Hmm.
like I don't know
When
if
what
that has to
when
do with my energy or
okay. When was that?
that was like when I was like super stressed out trying to get my sister Gemma into college. And so maybe like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it I know you have said that you haven't been to therapy before. Who prescribed you the medication?
Yeah, I was like a psychiatrist. I went into um it's like pretty like blurry because it was like
Mm,
a really hard time, but I think I like found like a clinic or something and like yeah, was just told them that I like needed help. So
mm,
um but yeah, I never like follow I never like had therapy. It was just like had to like it was like an intake but in a like way less time. It took like 15 minutes.
okay. Did you continue to see that psychiatrist, or is this prescriber still in your care team?
Not anymore. When I like went off of it, I think I like went off of it wrong or something.
Do you remember how you went off of it?
Well like I didn't really like know what to do.
Yeah.
So I just like kind of slowly stopped taking it, but like yeah, and I don't know many people who like take medication and I didn't want to tell people. So yeah, I like saw that psychiatrist like one time would had it prescribed and then I was like, I don't really want to take this anymore and like kind of did my own thing.
Sounds like you were listening, something inside of you was telling you that it wasn't working.
Yeah, yeah.
When you went off of the medication, um, do you recall how you were feeling while on the medication versus after?
Yeah, I think like it was kind of like crisisy, when I went on it. And so when I was feeling like I wasn't in a crisis anymore, I was like, okay, I don't really need this. And like, it was like kind of embarrassing that I was on it. So I
Hmm.
like, yeah, and it wasn't something that I wanted to stay on, but like, it was just like a really quick thing.
Yeah.
That honestly, yeah, I still like don't really know.
Did it help?
Yeah, I think it helped
Okay.
definitely when I was like really struggling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I heard you say crisis. Can you help me understand what it sounds like you were really stressed out, right? You were trying to get your sister in college, but crisis,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Mm, like talk about lack of energy. Like I like just could not stop sleeping and like
Mm,
I don't know, like I just felt like so hollow and I had to like do things for my sister and for like our life and I just like did not want to and it just felt like something was like really off. And like my sister thought something was off and like it's just like this whole thing. So um yeah, it was just like the least amount of energy like I've ever experienced,
mm.
which felt,
And
yeah.
yeah, I can imagine. It's probably hard to get up.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do you remember how long that lasted for? Was it every day? Did it feel like it came and went?
Mhm.
Was it followed by anything?
Yeah. I also was like going through like a breakup, but it
Okay.
wasn't like a serious one. So that I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And then I don't know, I feel like it felt like a really long time, but I don't think it really was. And then when I like saw the psychiatrist, it was like kind of like, okay, something will probably change. So it was like
Mm,
it feel like it kind of like came and went in a way, but like not when I was like in it. It felt like it was like years, but it wasn't.
almost like time was stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it can be a really scary feeling.
Yeah.
And noticing how, I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe you got yourself through it. Like, was it just
Hmm.
you?
Yeah. It's kind of the way it goes.
It's always been just you.
Yeah, and my sister, but like she's young, so
Yeah. And here you are again, showing up for yourself.
mm,
Yeah. And I know it's not, and I cannot imagine that it's easy. And I want you to have more support. And I'm really glad that you have gotten yourself here. And I know that that can't be easy, but I'm glad that you're here. And I really do think that, um, I think that the things that you want are possible. I really do believe that you can get more energy back, that you can find happiness, you can better understand yourself. I really do believe that this is possible for you.
mm, cool.
Well, that is our time for today's session. We have like another minute or so in case there's anything else that you're feeling would be nice to name in this space before we come to a conclusion for today's session.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Well, from here moving forward, I'll send you an email and we can decide if you'd like to move forward and we can talk a little bit about finances as far as like insurance goes and all of this information that we talked about today. It's really just for me. And so I'll be uploading it to my notes. And if you decide that you want to move forward with insurance, there's some parts of this, like a version of the notes that I will have to share with your insurance company, but it will be very limited and we can talk about what that is so that it can feel like the decision is in your hands. But yeah, moving forward, we can continue to converse like this and it can expand as well. But for now, just thank you so much for coming in today. And I look forward to getting to work with you.
Thank you.